Hi everyone, welcome to another week at Emsley Lodge. Pretty busy week this week. We've got quite a few horses racing over the weekend, and as I said last week, we'll start to crank up for the autumn. Last week was a pretty good week on the track. Larici ran in a showcase and ran first up and probably run out of her skin a little bit. She went fantastic and ran a really credible second. She'll step out in the next couple of weeks and obviously be hard to beat. And we produced the big boy Frothy having his first start, and it was fantastic. You know, the odds-on pop of Moody's didn't fire, which gave him a real chance of winning, and he did a great job. Very clever ride by Josh from the outside barrier, and all's great.
Frothy from Smoking Knick-Knack, Kona Breeze can't reach them. Frothy hard up against the inside, fins them off though, and Frothy won it.
It's interesting in racing, we're pretty lucky and quite privileged that we get a chance to train a lot of horses that win a lot of races, and but to stand there at Terang the other day and 30 odd people cheering home a horse that you train, it sort of brings you back to perspective a little bit, that's what racing's all about. Doesn't matter how big a share you got in a horse, that the excitement's still there. So that was great, and congratulations to everybody involved. This week we're going to run Hot Spin tonight at Moonee Valley. It doesn't look like an overly tough field. He probably needs to improve on what he's doing, but only a small field. He might be able to get a cheap lead and go pretty well. Sertorius steps out tomorrow at Caulfield, Group 1 race, so obviously it'll be pretty tough for him. 1400's obviously not his go, but he seems to be going extremely well, and if he can beat a couple home there and his sectionals are good, he'll head off to the Blamey in a couple of weeks, then off to Sydney. Probably have 3 runners at Camperdown, which is the Colac meeting. Lord Emsley will step out in the 1,000 metre 3-year-old maiden. Dash Ahoy, she hasn't got a trial, not going to have a trial this time in, but seems to be going extremely well. So fitness might be a little bit of a question, but she's absolutely going good. And Severn Road will step out in the Cup. Had a little hiccup with him through the week, but I think he's over it, and we'll make a decision whether we run him or not on Sunday. But he seems to be going pretty well. Yeah, here's Hot Spin. He goes to Moonee Valley tonight. Be really interesting to see how he goes. Once again, 1,600 metres. He's only had the one start over that, and that's when he was narrowly beaten in the Camperdown Cup. So keen how he goes tonight. It's only a small field, so hopefully he gets an easy lead and gives a good kick on the corner. Here's Sertorius. He steps out tomorrow in the Futurity. His 1400's obviously going to be too short for him, but the horse is in ripping condition. He's all ready to go to the races, and hopefully the start of something big later on in the autumn. Yeah, here's Severn Road. He goes to the Colac Cup on Sunday, which is now at Camperdown. You can see he's in ripping condition, the horse. He just had a little foot issues through the week, but I think we're over it, and we'll make a decision on Sunday whether we run him. But if we run him, he'll obviously run his usual very, very consistent race. Yeah, here's Lord Emsley. He'll step out at Camperdown on Sunday, having his first start. He's trialled up beautifully a couple of times. He's very fit, and he should go really, really well. Another homebred horse here at Emsley Lodge, so he's the first horse we've actually named after the farm, so a bit of pressure on, I suppose. Yeah, here's Dash Ahoy. He's going for a bit of a light trot on the treadmill this morning. She hasn't had a trial this time in, but she on the training track she seems to be really zipping up quick and running really good times. So she's already the other races. She might be a little bit vulnerable late, but from what we've seen, she'll run really well on Sunday.
Hi everyone. Yeah, we had a very good week last week. Frothy won his maiden on his first start here, and look, it was good for all the owners. We had about 30-40 owners over there, and this week I'll head to Moonee Valley. I've got 4 rides tonight, and tomorrow I'll head to Adelaide. I've got a couple of nice rides over there, but I reckon Camperdown on Sunday I've got 7 nice rides there, and Lord Emsley here, he's having his first start for the stable. Hopefully he does something similar to what Frothy did last week. He'll jump out and be positive, and he's jumping out of his skin at the moment, and his work's been great, and I really think he'll go well. I'd like to just mention the horse I won on about 6 weeks ago, Romancing the Zone, unfortunately passed away. She broke down 4 weeks ago at Caulfield, and they did everything they could to mend her leg, but it was always very up and down, and we had to pull a pin on her, and it's very upsetting, but look, I'll always remember her as a nice horse, and yeah, hopefully the owners find another nice horse.
That's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Pretty busy weekend. Couple going to Camperdown, Moonee Valley tonight, and Sertorius steps out for his first up run for the autumn. Hopefully, they all come through incident free, and we have a good weekend. See you next week.